What's up everyone, Bunny Killer here. So I've been recently playing this game called WildAssault. It's a really fun multiplayer shooter based game. They have valiant ideas, so it's kind of like Overwatch with the idea that you can choose different heroes. Today I'm going to be going over kind of the patch notes and different guns I use and how you can pull MVP status. So about 8 days ago the devs released a lot of the patch notes they're going out with, so they're looking at kind of nerfing and then buffing some of the different characters going on, ranging from the sport characters all the way up to the assault characters when it comes to the sniper class and everything like that. I'm not going to read the patch notes for you guys. I assume you can read. I'm not going to sit here and read this word for word. That would just take forever, and I don't feel like making a video that long. So if you're interested in any of the character developments that they have going on, go ahead and pause the video, read what you want to read. But it's nice to see developers are actually taking an interest in the community that they're trying to build, along with a game that they're trying to keep alive and get ready for Season 2. And I'm really excited for Season 2. It's coming out on the 3rd of July. I plan on going live on Twitch for that and trying out the new mechanics that they're putting in the game and the different Valiant modifications they're making. So I'm looking forward to it. So I'm going to give a quick rundown of what I usually use for this character. So I main the Bunny Medic. That's usually the character that I use when it comes to a lot of my matches. I'm the support main by trade. That's the one I usually use. I've gotten her to legendary status, so I kind of know what I'm doing. But just kind of the idea behind what I usually use the PPSH, I'll use the angled foregrip. I hip fire a lot with this gun, so I look for a lot of movement and then everything else that allows me to do hip fire accuracy. I needed that 70 round drum mag, makes it a lot easier to be able to take on multiple enemies, and then along with the mini red dot sight, which increases my accuracy while I'm moving. One thing about this class is you're constantly on the move, so it's really nice to just kind of have something that helps you out there. My secondary, I use the G17. Really simple. I don't use anything really special on it. I just use the energy suppressor, which helps with my recoil. This is a 3-round burst gun, so makes it a little bit easier. I use the mini red dot, so I can use it while aiming. That's the laser sight that I use for hip firing, and then the light ammo mag allows me to have kind of a faster rate of fire. Diving into my talents, I tried to focus mainly on kind of the medical aspect of everything. So I'm trying to get my ult as fast as possible, since my ultimate allows me to heal allies that are near to me, and then it also allows me to pick up downed allies without actually having to sit there and revive them. So as I kind of go through, take a look at what the talent points themselves have in their description, you'll see that mine are very much focused on the support and helping my team out, along with the final perks are kind of for my movement based and also to get me healed up faster, so that way I can stay in the fight longer. That allows me to be able to heal more people, revive more people, and also ensure that my team continues to stay alive. And now, into a game. So for the match, I loaded up a raid mode. For this, it's attack the objectives. You want to try and secure the objective from the enemy. Gonna kind of show off what I do. I don't really like to aim in with this gun. I find the hip fire, even at range, is pretty accurate. You can see by the fact that I just got a triple kill there, and then I'm going to get another one. For the most part, the PPSH shoots really fast, covers a lot of ground with your movement, and then just the hip fire itself is extremely accurate. I've had no issues when it comes to people who are either close or long range. Kind of showing off more of the long range aspects of it, especially with the 70 round mag, I'm able to just sit here and spray and pray. So some of the things that I like to do, especially with raid, whenever we capture an objective, a lot of people will sit here and die and they'll run by the allies that we have down. They don't really want to help them for some reason. A lot of these guys are bots, so they're not really going to sit there and try and help. Biggest thing I do, just try and get as many people up so that we can have the biggest push ready when the next objective comes available. And then I'll sit here and make sure people are getting healed and I'm picking up as many allies as I can. So one of the big things I like to do is I like to be front and center. I always make sure that I'm pushing one of my tanks or somebody in my squad, trying to focus on being able to get as many people down as possible on the other team, getting their focus on me, trying to get them away from my tank as much as possible. And then whenever I notice that they start to take fire, I'll make sure that I take out the enemies, get my teammates back up, get them fully healed so we can actually get back to this objective. It allows for us to be able to actually continue the push. The enemies don't have the opportunity to kind of regroup, and they're not able to actually keep us off of the objective. It allows us an easier time, so you know they'll have mines and everything, but I'm going to keep just hip firing, spray and praying, get a lot of headshots, and just keep doing what I do best. So just a quick clip to kind of just show why I love the PPSH so much is I can run into a group of enemies, just sit here and just unload all 70 rounds that I have in my mag, and then allow me the ability to switch to my secondary. The reload time on the PPSH is gross, so One of the big things when you're pushing, you always want to make sure that you're using cover, you always want to stay near your allies and make sure that you're actually utilizing a lot of their different abilities. For here, I always like to throw my medical source down before I make a push. Allows me to have health. One of the few moments that I choose to aim in, I mean, like I said, I don't aim in much. I'm immediately going back to hip firing, getting headshots again. One of the big things with this character, she has a AoE heal ability, so the best thing you can do is just throw it down at all times. As you push further into the different objectives, one of the things that I enjoy doing is kind of staying front and center with the team, staying in the mixes, not diving off and going and trying to do something fancy. So one of the things I do is I'll stay around, I'll heal as much as possible, I'll kill as many enemies that I see that are taking down my guys. And then I kind of notice here that it's a perfect time to use my ult. I'll be able to start getting heals. The ultimate is great because it allows me to still be able to shoot while I'm also picking up allies. You'll notice in a second what I'm talking about. I'm going to go over here, heal and pick up allies. I'm going to be able to just continue to spray and pray. I'm going to get 3 people before they're even able to do anything, which helps us not only continue to push, but also allows us to get less enemies on the objective, be able to give us a quicker victory. So finishing up the match, you'll see that we were able to get a victory out of it. It took us about 12 minutes. With this as well, we were able to earn the MVP status with 14,000 points. Big reason for this is just mainly because of my focus on healing and reviving with 16 revives, 18 assists, and 46 kills. A lot of it's running and gunning, allowing me to focus on not only helping my team out when it comes to the support aspect, but also making sure that the enemies aren't damaging my teammates as much. Allows me to be on top of the leaderboard by like 5,000 points in this game alone. It also kind of reflects my KD. I have a 3.86 when it comes to raid, and then I also have a 5.2 when it comes to conquest. So, goes to show.